Good morning everybody and welcome back to another very cold Universal Islands of Adventure. It's day 2 at Universal Orlando Resort. Well, I say that, I have done Epic Universe as well, but for the main 2 parks, the original 2 parks, I'm back at Islands of Adventure. Didn't manage to get VelociCoaster yesterday because got in the queue and it broke down. They had LSM issues, they had to evac people. I said on the previous vlog, if you want to hear my thoughts on that situation then check that out. But yeah, I've not seen it testing yet, but I've only just got in the park about 5 minutes ago. They let us in a little bit more early than normal, or about 10 to 8 they let us in. Early entry starts at 8, and I think the park closes at 8 again today. I'm not entirely sure, or it's either at 7 or 8, but I'm going along the lines of 8 o'clock. And I know Universal Studios Florida, that's shutting at 9 again today, so no private events today. Although I did see one at City Walk till about 11 PM last night, but that wasn't in the park, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I can't wait to get back on this beauty. As long as I get one ride, I'm not really bothered. Just want to give you my thoughts on camera. And here we go, one of the test rides. It looks like it's running okay, but we got over the launch, got over the top hat, sorry. But yeah, everyone's rushed off to Hagrid's, so I'm going to get them wet in the queue. It looks like it's open. There's not many people walking into it. I just presume it's open. Yeah, the Discovery Centre, there's some good spots there. If you want to see the top hat from a pretty cool angle, you can go. You can enter from the other side or here, and there's some stairs inside. Yeah, a pretty good angle. But yeah, let's make our enter VelociCoaster. Testing in the morning, looking positive. I absolutely love this queue line. It's so atmospheric. Nice intro video down here. Perfect timing. Look at the lighting. We want more. So good, it's so good.
More heights.
More teeth. Beautiful. It's on the loop as well, so it's quite. I love the energy when they play that. The lighting effects, how they sync up, so cool. Then you got our Velociraptors. You got Blue, Echo, Delta, and Charlie. And this is where I learned that it shut down. I got to this point yesterday, and you can see the train in there. It's got some sort of special effect when you see the dinosaurs go across. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to show you that today because I'll be standing here for forever trying to catch it ever. So yeah, let's just hit a lovely little room here. They do cut this off a little bit in the morning.
Let's prepare for your ultimate
raptor encounter. Yeah, you scan your park ticket on each one. Unlike Epic, you don't use the eyes for this one, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I love this animatronic. They used to have one in every one, but yeah, that's a shame really. So much detail. Look at the eyes moving. Yeah, this is where I've got to drop you off, everyone, and I'll see you after the ride. It's such a shame I can't get any footage in this station. But yeah, it's for safety.
Scan your
What a way to start the day. It's absolutely freezing here in Orlando. It's probably about 1 or 2 degrees, and the ride's on the limit as it is, but yeah, a fantastic way to wake up there. I just love so much about that ride. It's definitely world class. In my top 10, maybe in my top 5, because it's a complete coaster, isn't it? You got all the theming, the lighting, You got all this. You got this screen just giving you like information about the ride, dinosaur animatronics. You got all sorts. So just a general ambience around the area, including the entrance of the flames either side. That moment when you look at the ride going over the top hat at the entrance, walking through. It's just such a good feeling. The music as you walk around. You got the posters of the different dinosaurs. I think they're the name of each train. If I'm not wrong, I think that's the right thing. Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you might be able to hear it in the background. But the operation's fantastic. It's about 8:10 in the morning. I've had 2 rides, a front row ride and a back row ride. I probably prefer the front row maybe. Oh, I don't know, but I'd have to think about it. But yeah, the airtime you get on there in the first half of the layout, a lot of people prefer the second half with the stall, the Mosasaurus roll, and the turns around the pathway, the interaction you get with the people around the park. But I quite like the first half. It's quite underrated. Yes, it's pretty slow. But like the twists and turns, the dives, the inversions are fantastic. I love like S-bend kind of movements in the coaster. I don't know if I'm naming that correctly, but I love aggressive rides. They don't have to be 80 miles an hour everywhere or inversions, but this one's got everything. It's a complete ride. You get a bit of an intermittent rattle, but it's not uncomfortable, it's not rough, and it's generally a world-class ride. I love it. It's definitely a top 10 ride. VelociCoaster, what a beauty. I'm probably not dressed correctly for this weather. I've got my Tutatis jacket on, one you've probably seen in about 100 different thumbnails. I need to buy more jackets, but that's the only layer I've got on apart from the t-shirt. So I've got my new VelociCoaster t-shirt on. I did find the blue one. I don't know if I mentioned it in the Date on Universal Orlando vlog, but I did find the blue version in Discovery Centre. I didn't see it last time I was here, so yeah, I've got it on, but I can't show off though because it's too cold. Yeah, people keep walking. They saw me walking and then just walk in front of me. That's one of my big pet peeves. I'm probably not perfect at it, and I probably seem like I do it to other people, but yeah, I get that a lot in theme parks. But yeah, through Lost Continent again, a bit of deja vu from yesterday. Yeah, give me my thoughts on this again. I feel like this is a great looking area. It's just a shame there's not some sort of dark ride. They could have kept the area there, because I like this theming. I don't think it's an IP, is it? You've got Poseidon Fury behind us, obviously. Then you've got a Hogsmeade up here. Yeah, Lost Continent is a great area. It's just a shame that them closing Poseidon Fury. I never watched it. I never experienced the show or attraction, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's a shame. Even if you're not ridden something, you know it's quite popular amongst enthusiasts and amongst the general public. You got Hogsmeade to King's Cross there. It doesn't open until the hours of Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida match. So yeah, Hogsmeade. This time we're not coming to this area to ride any of the rides. I just want to have a look around the area. We did do Forbidden Journey and Hagrid's yesterday. It's lovely seeing that train again. They normally have a street performer out here. I think they're British as well, because it's like based around British people and it's based in Britain. You get characters that are on point. They really fit the theme. And they're normally very interactive. They take pictures. And yeah, I remember having my first butterbeer as well. There's something about the top of the butterbeer that I really like. It's quite sweet. Then you get to the cream soda portion, and I don't like it at all. But yeah, here we are. Fantastic. A lot of these you can get into. A lot of them have got effects for the wands. I don't fancy spending $50, whatever it is, for a wand. Yeah, oh my god. Hagrid. It's only been about 20 minutes since official early entry, and it's on 200 minutes already. 3 hours, 20 minutes. Yeah, there's one thing I don't like about Hagrid as well. It's a fantastic ride, is that it's got long queues, of course, but there's not many places to get off-ride shots. You got the exit queue line. Yeah, it's a shame, really. You got the free broomsticks here. I've not been in any of these. Apparently you can get a good view of VelociCoaster, so I might actually pop back on the way back through here at some point today. I might have a pop in today, see if I can get a view on the outside area. In fact, I'm going to pop through here. A lot of these windows have effects you can use. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can. I didn't realise you... I've walked past this area God knows how many times. Sun in my face. But a day like today, you want all of that in your face. Yeah, I've seen so many pictures of this angle. I didn't realise you can come out here. without having like a reservation or something. Yeah, probably not the best time of day because the sun's at a specific angle, so I can't really get a good shot. Because this, an iconic moment, you got the top hat, and you got this stall, you got the other element. I didn't even know what that element is on the left there. Yeah, amazing view here. Through the stall there. Oh, it's crazy good. I love how whippy it is on this next element. Left to right, snap. Brilliant. I can definitely get a picture of this. If you want to make the most of the person-free Hogsmeade, I say person-free, there could be a lot of people here still, but later on in the day it gets, the more hectic it gets here. So yeah, we've got Ollivanders here. I think there's 2 Ollivanders. I still don't know what that is. It's something to do with wands. I have no idea. So I like Harry Potter, but I'm not a die-hard fan like I mentioned. So yeah, making our way up here. We're not actually going to go into Hogwarts. We're not going to ride Forbidden Journey. We did that on the first Orlando vlog. Well, after Epic, that is. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful castle, isn't it? I love the forced perspective as well. It's made to look huge, even when you stood by the side of it. Yeah, we're going to make our way out of this entrance into Jurassic Park, the northern entrance here at Islands of Adventure. We're going to make our way around to like Skull Island in a Kong. We're going to do stuff like that today that I've not done on camera. I have ridden this trip. But it's a shame about a river adventure. I knew it was going to be under renovation for like most of this year. I think it's back in November. Multi-million-pound renovation, which is nice to see. I'm looking after their classic rides. So yeah. Oh, it's such an iconic entrance into Elland. And I'm going to repeat myself again. This area looked hectic the other day when we had like a massive downpour. So it's lovely coming through this area. I love the trees and the garden. It just fits the theme, doesn't it? It feels like you're in the forest. I feel like a dinosaur could charge at you at any time. So yeah. I got a drink here yesterday, and everywhere in the park, it's like $5 to $6 for a Powerade. I'm not a massive fan of that. Oh look. Oh look. Oh no. Oh no. Look down on the bottom. Delay. That's no good. I got my 2 rides in, so that's all that matters. I would love a night ride, although I did hear some. Is that B&M roar in the background? That might be Hulk testing. I don't know, because it wasn't on at all yesterday at Hulk. It didn't run at all. No test rides, I don't think, even. So no, I'll just ready. Cup here for Ace. She's gonna get blinding any second. Purposely facing the camera towards the trees so they get blinded. So, this camera, it has a habit. Again, the word deja vu, it has a habit of doing this. And I got it on the follow mode at the moment, not on the Pocket 3. And it must be picking up on certain details. Yeah, I don't get it. But we're going to make the most of the crowds, not being that bad at the moment. I may go back on Spider-Man again, I don't know. Yeah, there's a little detail on Spider-Man and I want to talk about it when I get down that area. I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday on it all, but yeah, it's so empty. Just behind there is actually, there's a little gap there. It's the first turn out of the station into the first launch of VelociCoaster, and all of the paddocks behind there. It's really cool how close you get. And I love how it go back a little bit. It also, you get that noise, dun 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 dun, then you launch. It's fantastic. Amazing. And here we are. I got the VelociCoaster paddock down here. You got the raptors chasing you. You got the encounter as well. I've never actually done that. Sometimes you can get a queue all the way down to that construction board. Now set times every day. Here we are. We just missed it. Yeah, you see, go over the top of there. I'm going to get some off-ride shots before I continue my day. I thought Camp Jurassic was actually closed, but it looks like you can walk in there. There's some caves in there as well. But apparently you can get some good views of other stuff in the park. Yeah, down by the Olive as well, you can get some great off-ride shots. I've already got some during the trip, so I might pop down there again. Yeah, it's such a shame about River Adventure, but we already know why that's down, but that's alright. I accepted that. It's a great ride, but yeah, nice they're looking after their rides. I don't know if that's temporary. Is that temporary there? I don't know if is that hair wraps, tattoos, etc. But I'm hoping Skull Island isn't on a long queue. I think maximum I had yesterday was 60 minutes, and it did have some issues as well. So yeah, that sun. It's actually a bit warmer though, so I'm just going to walk to the left here. It's not in your face as much then. Yeah, I wouldn't normally complain about this sun in the cold weather, but this time for vlogging it's not very good. I think we should be able to get a ride on here in less than 20 minutes. What's the queues? Oh, walk past the sign. One of the best parts of the ride, I walk past it. It says 5 minutes, so it looks like it's a walk on. It's got one of the best queues in the park actually. For a ride experience that isn't that great, it has got a great queue line. It should be the other way around, or at least half and half. And one thing I noticed as well, my ride I had on it this week, not on camera, they weren't using the outdoors here. But I noticed yesterday though, they were. Like I turned the corner, I came down from Popeyes in that general area, and for once they were using the outdoors. And I kind of like that they're not using the 3D anymore. So yeah, let's make our way into the queue line. It's a fantastic atmospheric queue line. Yeah, lovely. It's so good. There's so many skulls in it too. So many skulls. Oh, I should have been like this. It's such a shame. Oh, it's nice and warm. Nice and warm. Look at that. Look at that. I think you just look all at the wall. This is all through the queue line is like this as well, so yeah, it's really good. I do not want to be wetting in this cab hang. It's back there. There's a lot more cab hang. But at least it's warm. They've got some heaters on. There's something in here to keep it warm. You can see up here as well. They look like teeth. If that was a door, a fake door, that is. Yeah, amazing. Haha, listen to those noises. And even there is a massive face in the stone. And I love this animatronic in here, it's so atmospheric. Look at this. Listen to the music. Ooh, spooky. It's so good. Although I did nearly lose myself then. Yeah, it's just the end of the queue, about 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Kong, Skull Island, Red Kong. Not a great ride at all. Apart from the theming, some parts inside the actual ride experience are alright. Yeah, it shouldn't be like that. The whole ride, the whole experience like this should be the theming and the ride experience. But it's not. Yeah, again, it didn't go outside. This is the outdoor section, just behind here. What's going wrong? What's with the consistency of sending trucks out? I just don't get it. I was hoping when you leave the station, don't you normally go left to go outside, then or go right into the caves, whatever you want to call them. It's such a shame. Although the inside of some of the indoor bits is really nicely themed, the atmosphere. You got like the voices. You got that truck driver. I think the truck driver is different, isn't it? In different vehicles. But yeah, the screens are not great quality. I didn't like the 3D. I don't really like the 3D effect on most things because you've got stupid glasses on. I'm really not a massive fan. But the quality of these screens aren't that great. I mean, it's not a brand new ride, but yeah, it's a shame really. I like the idea of that giant screen room, but if it had a better feeling of you moving and not doesn't feel like you're just sitting on the track like you are, then yes, I'd get it. But you can see above the screen, like you're in front of you, you've got the screen going around you, but you can see above it. And I'm not a massive fan of that. It's the same with flying theatre rides as well. You can see around where you are, so it doesn't give you the proper sensation of movement. Yes, the truck moves, you get wet, there's water effects, etc. But yeah, I like this storyline, but I wish it could be better executed. But I don't think they'd spend the money now. Maybe get rid of this and put something related to Jurassic Park. Yes, this has dinosaurs, but yeah, the animatronics another high point, but that's at the end. You only get to sit it for about 20 to 30 seconds, and that's it. But it shouldn't be that. It should be a complete package. VelociCoaster is a complete package. Has theming, it has a ride experience. This one I'm not a massive fan of. And 20 minutes, I waited at over 20 minutes because they were adding a truck on. So yeah, not a massive fan. And this isn't a great view of it, but yeah, not great. It looks like Popeye's shirt. I can't even get down to Olive to go get all the good views of VelociCoaster. Yeah, it's a shame really. It's obviously not the weather for Popeye's, but maybe he's got an issue. Maybe they're closing it because they realised most people are not going to ride there because of the weather. Got a set enhancement. I don't know what they're doing there, but they have got some lockers behind there, which are paid, which I kind of have to use when I'm going on there because I don't really trust the netting on Popeye's on the ride boats. Because it gets wet on top. If you've ever been on there, it collects pools of water and it's not great fun knowing you've got hundreds of pounds of equipment in there, your mobile, your camera. I don't really fancy ruining it all. Yeah, I have walked through here before on the video, but it's a nice area. There's a number of areas at this park I can see them enhancing or getting rid of. This Kong, Seuss Landing. Well, they're very colourful, so I like them to keep it that way maybe, but something different. I don't know. I don't know how popular this area is really. And I've never even found out what it is over there. Did they have a stage show over there? I don't know. It looks like an arena. Can you Universal diehard fans that tell me what that is over there? What used to be there? Because I don't think it's actually active at the moment. The shot towers over there. Yeah, you got all these carnival games. I don't think I've ever been to a park, themed or not, that doesn't have carnival games or some sort of arcade area. So yeah, now we're coming down to Marvel Superhero Island. Again, another area. What are we gonna do? What are they gonna do with it? It's getting old now. You got Hulk that's been retracked a number of years ago. Wasn't that? I can't remember when that was. I mean, it must be coming up to 10 years maybe since that's been retracked. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of it, and I've still not heard it go round. Just you'll be able to hear it from a far away. So yeah, we'll see what Spider-Man's like. Have a look if Hulk's going to open, and then go from there. Loud music in this area. Oh look, they closed there. You used to be able to walk behind there, I think. Interesting. The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man is on 30 minutes. That's kind of unheard of really, unless something major is going on, like a ride closure or temporary delay. Yeah, I'm not going to ride it. I mean, I love the ride. It's a classic. Opened in 1999. Got some great touches in there, great movement in the vehicles, great water effects. And what I wanted to say about that is they have Stan Lee featured in there at least 2 or 3 times, which is pretty cool. You got him in the truck. I can't remember where else you got him, but you definitely see him at least twice. You got Dr. Doom's vehicle there. Oh, so yeah, I've not heard anything with Hulk. No B&M Raw. Haven't heard that iconic launch noise, but all the music that plays with it. So yeah, it's a shame. Oh, wind chill. I'm just gonna have a little walk down there. I'll talk about the ride a bit more if it is open. If not, we'll go down to the Seuss Landing, have a look around that area. Maybe get on Canada Hat. Just wander around really. Yep, it's not open. I think it may be a maintenance issue. Combined with cold temperatures, that's not helping. But it could have at least opened yesterday if it wasn't a temperature issue. That's what's making me feel like they're having a tech issue somewhere. All the water's still in there, nothing to do with that. That's not been drained. Has the cold actually affected a part somewhere? I don't know, some sensors frozen over? I'm trying to think of anything. But it's such an iconic ride, no matter what you think of it. That launch is iconic, the drive tower launch. And then the loop and cobra roll. It's such a unique start to a ride, isn't it? You don't really see a launch going upwards into these huge elements. And the view over to VelociCoaster. Your port of entry on the right. I'm going to make my way to the left because it's one of my favourite areas of the park. It rarely gets busy, no matter the crowd elsewhere in the park, so... Yeah, I think the reason why Spider-Man is such a long queue is because of this green beast. That cobra, oh look how huge that cobra roll is. And it roaring around the track as well, love that noise. And it's still got a B&M roar. Lovely, and it's the newer stuff hasn't really, has it? It still makes a noise, you can still tell it's a B&M, but this one's the proper one. Yeah, look at it, hardly anyone around here. Get some great pictures over the lake there, over to VelociCoaster. I would love a fireworks show or something here, but I know they're a bit picky in this area around Universal, and I don't think it maybe work, depending on what area you're in. You might have to close off certain areas. I don't know, it might ruin the view of VelociCoaster over to Harry Potter there. You've got Hogwarts in the distance, Lost Continent, and Seuss Landing to my right. But yeah, one of my favourite views. Get some great shots of that intimate in beauty over there. It's about to go into the Mosasaurus roll, so the quality's going to go down, but yeah, it's just the ride that, it's one of my favourite elements, but it's nowhere near as good as people make it out to be, in my opinion anyway. Because if that was over water, that wouldn't be a great element at all. Yeah. They've made that iconic, haven't they? I didn't know how it's going to feel, what it was going to look like with that there when they announced VelociCoaster. But to be honest, most of the ride was built when they announced it, so at least they've announced Hollywood Drift before any tracks got in. But yeah. Seuss Landing, it's alright, I don't hate it. It's got no sweet shop there. I'm a big sweet tooth, but it seems like a lot of the stuff's lost colour. And you can see these little ducks, are they ducks down here? Some real ducks and some, looks like some fake ones. I don't know if they are ducks, but yeah, they're tied into the trolley ride there, which is really nice. Yeah, it looks like it looks a bit pale really around that area. Yeah, and Cat and Hat is a classic ride as well, and that's another thing I can see going. As much as I like it, it never ever gets a queue, unless everything else is closed or you're one of the busiest times of the year, like spring break or Christmas. I think that's the only time you'll get a line on that ride. Yeah, I've done everything I want to this week so far. Not everything on camera, but done Spider-Man, Hagrid, VelociCoaster, I've done the trolley right over there, I've done Cat and the Hat, Spider-Man, I've done everything apart from Hulk. And I think this is Stormforce, the Accelatron, is that it? I should know, the amount of times I've been to Universal, I should really know, but I don't pride myself on being an encyclopedia for theme parks. I do learn something new every day though, which is nice. But it takes a long time to get it ingrained in my memory. To say for rides, as you get certain details on rides, people could recall every moment from a ride as soon as they get off. I'm not like that at all. I have to do something hundreds of times probably. And eventually I'll remember, so it's just how I'm built. Oh look, some construction. No idea what that is. But yeah, if you just want a nice time, relaxing time. Oh, Hagrid's bike. That's been there for ages, so yeah, can never go on Cat and the Hat. Yeah, why not? It's a low queue, not one of the best, but it's a nice charming ride. Yeah, look at it. It's sunny, it's blue skies, but still freezing. isn't it? It's the giant hat, the cat in the hat. I love how it rhymes as well. It's not built for me, is it? All this stuff is when I was young. Nice and big colourful set pieces, big colourful theming. This looks alright. I don't know if they've done anything to this to make it not go pale. But yeah, it looks really nice and a lot more colourful than the stuff when you first enter the park. Yeah, cat in the hat. And I love how he spins as well on this. Yeah, look at the giant theme. And yeah, it looks like they've repainted this. I don't know if they have. Yeah, people are using the express on this. It's kind of funny. When the queue's like this, the only thing you're really saving is on walking time, so... Oh, it's warm. This can't be doing my skin any good. I'm already having a hard time with that this week. Going from cold to hot. I get really sweaty easily. Yeah, it's lovely. Morning. Very charming, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen a person waiting in this bit here. Yeah, it is quite charming, isn't it? It's the music. I think it's the music again. Very nice. It's so charming, isn't it? A little bit cheesy in places as well, isn't it? But that's the whole theme of it. You got the cat in the hat with the cake on his head. You got the little fishy. You got the glow in the dark scenes in there as well. I love the cars. Yeah, some basic animatronics, but it's really nice to ride. It's actually quite a long ride for what it is. Yeah, here in Seuss Landing, just outside the exit, you got Thing 1 and Thing 2, that piano scene. It goes all dark. I think you got little candles up higher up. And then all of a sudden, Thing 1 and Thing 2 are chucking the piano at you. It's a pretty cool ride. I wouldn't wait more than 10 minutes for it, but yeah. Any time that I've been here, I've never seen it above 20. Most of the time it's 10 or under, so yeah. It is a nice area. It's got some nice things about it, Seuss Landing. And I do love these water effects it is, though. I just love a good water feature. It's a shame this isn't clean water, though. I'm back on City Walk now. I thought I'd pop out of the park and make my way over to Universal Studios Florida. Yesterday I went back and forth countless times. I'd go into one park, spend an hour there, go to the next again, just back and forth. That day one vlog would be a bit of a nightmare for people to follow, but yeah, I might go into Twosomes again, but I'm a bit too early actually, it's only 10:30, so I think it's 11 o'clock they open. Yeah, it's such a lovely area. It's, I wish it was a bit warmer, but it's alright. When you come in January, you understand it can be cold. Yes, there are times, like my first 2 days on this trip, were quite warm, but it's the total opposite. It was 30 degrees on Sunday. This is the end of January, so on the 25th of last Sunday is when it was really warm, 30 degrees. You'd have no idea this was coming in if you didn't check the weather. And then the next few days, it's freezing, like -2 in the morning, so yeah, look at the sun glistening off the water there. You got the transportations back to your hotel, Portofino and Hard Rock down there, and behind me down to Royal Pacific in Sapphire Falls. But you can also use those boats for Aventura, Cabana Bay, or you can use the walking path, or the garden path, as I like to call it. Yeah, I went up into the Hard Rock Cafe yesterday to check out the construction of Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. I might pop back up there again later on. But I've got some pictures, got some clips for socials, and I did film a bit about the construction, like I said. It wasn't the best lighting I could get. Depends on when you get where you get the sun in the sky. But yeah, I didn't realise you could walk upstairs there. In fact, I felt a bit awkward because it's nice and posh in there, isn't it? It's definitely a posher establishment to go and get your food and drink. It seems like a party atmosphere in certain areas of that cafe as well, so yeah. Then you got the Embassy Sports area over there. I think you can get food in there, but that sort of place can get quite crowded, and I imagine when the Super Bowl's on, it's going to be a bit hectic. I have been here when the Super Bowl was on. The parks themselves are not that bad, but I think when the Sea Walk area around here, It's not great when you got big spawn events. You have the Rock. Is it Rock Universe? I think they call it recently. I was over at Epic for those 2 days, so I didn't really get those crowds. But now I think it's probably the worst time to switch over to studios. But I thought I might as well. I've got until 8, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock for studios, 8 o'clock for Islands of Adventure. And I'm most likely going to get the this show, the lake show, the lagoon show, in this vlog. I was meaning to put it on the day one, but I have a bit more energy today. I thought I'll put in this one. I'll watch it later on. It's 8:30. But tomorrow, there's another reason I'm doing that. Tomorrow, at the time of filming, it's 7 o'clock, so it's a bit awkward. I want to get some night rides over at Islands of Adventure, try and get Hagrid's and VelociCoaster dark rides, and then switch back over to studios and watch the show and end my day there. Yeah, so Epic's been open until 10, but I wouldn't really leave myself enough time to get over there. I've still got one more day of camera though, so I'm just going to do bits here and there tomorrow. And that'll be my last day of the trip. Maybe a couple of hours on travel day to go to Epic. It doesn't seem that busy. Most of the crowd are in the parks already. Then the people are gradually moving during the day. So yeah, it's an iconic entrance. There's no medallion there at the moment. You normally have the Halloween Horror Nights. You have your Mardi Gras coming up, so that one's pretty interesting. I do love the parade from Mardi Gras, and that trip was an accident really. So I was supposed to be in 2024 in February. I was supposed to be in New York instead of Orlando, but I had to cancel. Now I moved the trip to Florida. Now I accidentally did the Mardi Gras event, but I don't regret it at all because that parade was amazing. You had to catch the beads, didn't you? And I actually got one in my face when I was filming it. It's quite funny actually. But yeah, try and get on the Minion rides. This Minion Blast is probably the one I'm going to get on because normally Minion Mayhem is such a hectic queuing experience. It gets around 60 minutes. And I'm going to skip it over here because it looks quieter. I wanted to do E.T. and Men in Black today, especially E.T. One of my all-time favourite rides, dark rides, and it's an old ride. It's a classic. Yeah, let's get in the park, shall we? Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure use face scanning, but they don't use just face scanning when you want to re-enter. You still have to scan your ticket. I was going into Studios and Islands of Adventure thinking I could just use my face scan just to re-enter, but you have to use your ticket every time. But over at Epic, you could just use your face, go in and out. You wouldn't have to scan your ticket, have to get the ticket open on your phone, your wallet, in your pictures, whatever you get your ticket from. It's such a shame. Maybe they update the system in the future, but yeah, it's still nice and quick. It recognises my face pretty quick, and I don't really mind getting my picture taken. Everyone knows everything about me, so it doesn't really bother. With all the talk about the Simpsons maybe leaving the resort at some point, it's still nice to see the character meets. You got Bart, Lisa, Homer. You have the Scooby van back there as well, Scooby-Doo meet as well. I didn't realise they had Scooby-Doo here. Is there a licensing thing? Do they own the rights? I don't know. I know they got this Scooby-Doo coaster over at Dreamworld, is it? Or is it another one of the Australia parks? I don't really know much about Australia and their theme parks, so you'd have to correct me on that. This may be where they had the Rock concert. I don't know much about it. I don't really come for those big events because they can get pretty hectic. Oh, and yeah, I forgot, yeah, Transformers, that's one ride I've not done, but it will definitely not be a full queue experience because I do not want to be waiting an hour for that. I can't remember ever having long queues before, but for some reason this week it's had longer queues. Even the likes of E.T. and that had only a 25 max queue. Yeah, I think the best view for the show is down there in front of those buildings, so in Central Park, around this area, and apparently further up towards where I am now is the best view, but yeah, we'll figure it out later on. I don't know how early people get there for sensational. Yeah, I look forward to that. It's a bit different, isn't it, when it's not Halloween Horror Nights and actors jumping out at you. It does feel a bit weird. I'm all used to that for some reason. Don't ask me how. But yeah, I'm making our way down to E.T. in DreamWorks Land. I don't know if it's technically in DreamWorks, is it? They had to check. They had to add a separate entrance, didn't they? Well, like an archway, like some sort of temporary entrance, which is now how you get into the area. Then you have the one where I think you scan your pass if you've got a fast pass. Yeah, I've not been in DreamWorks Land so far this trip, because I've done VelociCoaster. It's just a re-theme, isn't it? You got a SpongeBob. I wonder what they're doing with SpongeBob, because it's a pretty big IP, isn't it? You'd think it'd be more popular in the parks, but maybe they don't own the IP. There's some licensing issues. But yeah, you got Simpsons back behind me. But yeah, I'll make our way over to one of the best rides in the park. It's E.T. Adventure. And I love the queue line, I love the ride itself. It is a complete package. It is classic, and it's not totally advanced like the rest of the rides at the park. But yeah, look at it. It's actually in the main entrance, but then you've got sort of another entrance that used to be the main entrance, so then you've got DreamWorks Stand to the left. I may have a quick walk around, I'm not going to spend too much time in there. It's mainly for the kids, so you've got a 10-minute queue on ET, so I'm going to take advantage of that. So I don't mind a 20-25 minute queue, but when it's 10 minutes, it's even better. So yeah, this is where the main entrance used to be down here. You see? The old entrance? Well, there's two entrances, it's confusing. I'm going to mention that loads, aren't I? Yeah, and they group you here. They don't always use all three doors. They give you a name card. I don't know how good those name cards are, or licenses, whatever you want to call them. I don't know how they work, to be honest. It's confusing. Which one do we walk way in? This one, that one? I don't know. Here we are. Got our interplanetary passport. Have to give you your first name. Yeah, oh, look at this queue. One of the best queue lines in the world. Not just the park. Has unique smells. Go into the forest air. Oh, look at this. It's just stunning. And the queue's hardly there at all. Normally you'd have this for all, but in fact I think it's walk on. I think that 10 minutes is a default because you have to go through the pre-show. Oh, look at the lighting on the floor. Yeah, I gotta go and get some shots of walking into this area because it's just stunning. See the suits up there. I'm gonna go and help E.T. get back to his planet and save his friends. Yeah, lovely. Beautiful. I think we got an E.T. animatronic around here somewhere. That one there. Oh, it's just stunning. It's not E.T. I don't know who that is. What character is that? Oh, look at the effect. Going up the top there. Wow. That's amazing. I can't believe how good that is. I don't think I've ever seen that effect either. Do not feed the animals, everybody. E.T., come home. Do, do, do. Perfect time to take pictures. You're not holding anyone up. I love the lighting. Lighting and sound is such a big part of a theme park. I can't believe we didn't have to wait in any of this. Yeah, we're skipping most of the cow pen. Yeah, normally you could either go up here or up here. I don't think it's a dual loading station, you just load from different sides. In fact, it is dual loading. I'll see you when I'm off the ride. Yeah, fantastic, it's such a classic ride. So many good smells, some lighting effects. You have animatronics in there, which are really good for the age of that ride. I'm so glad they've kept it as well and not got rid of it because of DreamWorks around it. It's such a classic ride. You got the pre-show of Steven Spielberg, that's all stayed the same. There was a quick queue as well, so we got on pretty quickly, got our interplanetary passport, and it's the first time I've actually heard my name being talked about yet. Sorry, not talked about. My name being said amongst the other people on the ride. So yeah, it's an amazing ride. It's classic, it's charming, it's about every positive word you can say about it. Yes, there's more advanced elements on other rides, but this one is a pretty lengthy ride. You got that cityscape as well with the traditional music, the iconic moonshot, with the bikes going across. It's just so good. There's so many good elements. You have water effects in there which stop when you get up to them. So many colourful scenes. E.T.'s friends and family as well. Some dark scenes, some starry effects. So much going on there. I could probably not name much more, but yeah, it's a fantastic ride. So many more effects and things to talk about. An amazing ride it is. About to make our way into Springfield, home of the Simpsons. There's the iconic large donuts. I normally get one at least every trip, one of the giant donuts, but they do sell them, I think, in the shops. In fact, it's not think, I know for a fact they sell them in the shops. You got other E-trees as well. I do love Simpsons, but it's a bit outdated nowadays. I think they're still making them, aren't they? Episodes, that is. Got a Krusty Burger. You got a Quickie Mart down there, all iconic. And Duff Beer, of course. Yeah, definitely iconic. I love it. The older episodes are the best, obviously, but it's obviously making a lot of money, so a lot of obviously's there. Look at the Duff Beer. Look at them. Tipsy, surly. That's so well done, isn't it? There's a bar there as well. And there is some seating, a few steps that you can go down next to the water. It's a nice area at the park. I do love spending some time here. Just have a few minutes to myself. I do want to get some Simpsons merch as well. That would be nice. I just can't decide what piece of merch I want. Do I want a hoodie? Do I want a shirt? I'm not sure. But yeah. Big Simpsons ride building. There's a bit of a weird queue line for that one, and it's a bit of a chore to get into the ride because you have to wait for it. It seems like the queue doesn't move a lot. It doesn't get too long of a queue, but it doesn't really move, like I said, a lot. So yeah, it's a shame a lot of people get motion sickness on this one as well. I've never had an issue, and I kind of like this story in the theme park when the sideshow Bob. But yeah, I can see them removing this. They're going to put Back to the Future here, or is that going to Universal over in the UK? I don't know yet. Twirl and hurl. You hear that audio all the way through the area. Yeah, I kind of like it. I don't hate it. I wouldn't miss it. Well, would I miss it? I think I would miss it a little bit, but if they're going to build something better in the area, then I'm all for it. Then you got the nice posters over here. Krusty the Clown. You got Marge, Homer, Bart, Lisa, Grandpa, and Maggie. Yeah, it is nice music. It's a very bubbly area. Trying to escape from Sideshow Bob there. That's cool. And of course, we're going to exit the land in a second, make our way over to Men in Black. Yeah, people, you can't help but get in people's way. It's such a nightmare. Everyone's trying to take pictures, myself included. Probably annoyed that those two people there trying to get a little video there, but yeah, it is what it is. I have to restart all the time. Yeah, make our way over to Men in Black. I'm not going to ride Simpsons today, I don't think. Unless it's a walk-on. Yeah, this one you have to put your stuff in the locker, which I'm not a massive fan of. I do risk it sometimes and keep my stuff in my pocket. I don't like being without. I just feel empty without having my phone on me, so I can't tell the time. If there's a long queue and I don't have anything to tell me the time, I feel a bit awkward, so... Yeah, at least I can scan my hotel room key. I didn't actually know I could do that. I didn't realise that you could use any barcode and it'll work. I much prefer that than the other thing. Even though technically you don't have to take anything on rides with you for that, including a ticket. I still prefer it, to be honest. So you're not just awkwardly standing there, bending it and trying to get your eyes scanned. So yeah, they're going to put our stuff in the lockers here. It's a bit outdated, this one is, the exterior, especially the exit. I'll try and show you the exit on the way out. But yeah, I'll see you after I get off the ride. Maybe show you a bit of theming in the queue line. Single rider actually, you don't actually get to see much theming really, so I'm sorry about that. But it's not one of my favourite rides. I'm not too gutted about missing any of it. I have gone through the queue line before. I'm sure there's plenty of other people doing vlogs and showing you the full queue experience of this one. You get down here, all the main queues to the left, But then you have to wait down here, they guide you in, I think down a separate line, so, and there's a dual loading station, so I'm not going to be able to get any footage of the ride, but yeah, I'll see you when I get off. So yeah, just got off the ride there, really good, a lot of spinning on that as well. I'm not a massive fan of the spinning, I get it's part of the theme, but yeah, you see this exit queue I was on about? I say queue, it's not, look how bland it is, they could do so much better with this, so much room's being wasted. And it's Men in Black growing old now, it's been out for ages. Will Smith, it's all classic, you got that little, they use that, I don't know what the tool is, that little flash to integrate the on-ride photo in. Yeah, it's real, I quite like that, but then even that bit leading up to it, there's not really much theming down the sides after you got your scooter. And it's very basic theming, lots of 2D theming, and then I find it really difficult to score on that. But to be honest, I don't know what I'm shooting at, but even then, the target is quite hard to find, so you just have to spam. Yes, loads of aliens in there. It's alright, it's fun, but it's only worth a short way, and I go down this single ride, so I miss a bit of theming in the queue, but it's no big deal, not one of my favourites. Now I made my way over to the area just behind Duff Beer. I mentioned it earlier, didn't I? Lovely place to relax. Simpson Land just to my right, and of course behind me, Men in Black over there, I've just ridden. The diagonality access is just over there. King's Cross is out for the Hogwarts Express. It's a lovely place to be. And the show will be later on the lake down there. We'll try and get a spot all the way down there. You see where the rock work is down there? We'll try and get a spot somewhere close to that. Because apparently there's loads of effects, a drone show it is. They don't have fireworks of course, but yeah. Very nice. And what do you have it? I'm outside again. So in and out of both parks. I'm trying to think of what I want to eat really. I know they got Nathan's hot dogs all the way over there. Deep in City Walk. I'm just walking around. I don't know about anyone else. Does anyone else just go from ride to ride? Go hell for leather, no brakes. But even on a quiet day, if rides are at maximum 10 minutes, you get these 5-minute rides as well, where you could just run around and keep going on them. I'm not sure I would do that anymore. So I've not been doing that on this trip. There have been rides where I could just re-ride constantly. ETE, Men in Black, all the loads of other rides at both parks, including Epic, even Monsters. I can't do them constantly, maybe once or twice in a row. But if wait times are low, it gives you a chance to relax and just take everything in. You don't have to feel pressured to get all the rides in. So yeah, I'm going to have a look in Seawalk, see if I can get anything to eat, and decide what park I'm going to pop into. So I'm still looking forward to Sensational. They're on at Universal Studios. Yeah, the best time of year is when they've got that big Halloween Horror Nights medallion. I like the Mardi Gras one, but yeah, Halloween Horror Nights is when Universal Studios Florida really comes alive. Yeah, let's go and get something to eat. I won't even food vlog, but if I do eat something, I'll tell you about it afterwards and what I think. But yeah, the globe's still working. Still working. It's actually quite warm in spots. You got. Thing is, it's really funny, Florida. When in the summer and in September or July, whenever you come, you have to walk in the shaded areas if you don't want to sweat. You know what off. But I'm finding out the opposite now. I'm trying to walk it in the sun. So. Yeah, although it's not as cold as it was this morning, or yesterday morning, it's probably about out in the coldest areas, about 9-10 degrees. So I should be used to it as a Brit. I decided to get my lunch at Bread Box here in City Walk. You've also got Panda Express and the Whopper Bar from Burger King. Yeah, Bread Box is really good. There's multiple sandwiches. I had the 4 cheese, grilled 4 cheese, it's the grilled 4 cheese. And it comes with free fries, so I didn't need them. Yeah, it's really nice actually. I wouldn't like to pay $16 again, but that's what it is. Your pet in park price it is. You're at Universal, so you expect to pay that much. But yeah, Panda Express and the Whopper Bar. I don't know if they got Moty Southwest Grill. They got all sorts in the Sea Walk. And down here to the right, you got Voodoo Donuts, Menchie's, frozen yogurts. Yeah, there's a lot to get here. Everything is obviously rip-off prices, but you're on holiday, you can afford. I say you can afford, but you should be able to get stuff like that when you're on holiday. Spend all this money coming out here, I wouldn't worry about spending $16 on lunch. Yeah, Voodoo Donuts. The entrance is just down here. Yeah, you can get an all classic or a Voodoo dozen, but I like to pick mine individually, so I don't like all of them. Yeah, the queue times. I've just had a look at the queue times for Epic to see if I want to switch over to there later. It's 2 hours for starters races. That's unheard of. Unless he's running on like one train. I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, look at that. I want one of those. Imagine that being made out of donut. Yeah, I'm going to walk down to studios. I don't know if I'm going to go into that park yet. I may have another look at the construction site of Hollywood Drift down there. Go back up to the balcony on Hard Rock Cafe. 2 vlogs with a construction update. Yeah, by the time this is actually uploaded on YouTube, there's probably a lot of work gone on. So it's not really an official construction update. Just what I've seen while I'm here. And water taxis again. I have gone on the water taxis before. I don't think I put any footage in any vlogs before, but when I stayed at Aventura twice, it's very useful on the way back. Normally I'd walk, but it's much easier to walk from Aventura, Cabana Bay, Sapphire Falls than it is to walk back from, say, Halloween Horror Nights after a 15-16 hour day. You just want to get back. Yeah, it's such an iconic walk, isn't it? See all this, the foggy mist below the globe there. But yeah, actually, I didn't think of filming from this angle, but you can see over the construction wall, can't you? But I'm just going to warn you that the quality, we already know this, it's full zoom, but the quality is not going to be very good. Yeah, just a little pan round. You can see loads of foundations. It looks like loads of temporary lighting as well. Are they on, I think they might be on lunch break actually. I don't see much going on there. But yeah, plenty of foundations. Some of them are protected, some of them got the protection off. Yeah, so excited for that. But still bummed about the name. So, I like the name, but it's just not hitting Orlando, really. Yeah. Oh well. And apparently, before I start waffling, apparently these are new. These banners here. So yeah, all the different IPs they do. It's just enjoying the day, trying to like spread things out really. I can't go 12 hours constantly writing something. I just cannot do that anymore. I'm only 31, approaching my 32nd birthday in about a month and a bit. And I'm much worse than I was when I first became an enthusiast. The days I could write a smile 11 times in a row are long gone. There we go, the water taxi coming down from Hard Rock or Portofino, one of the two. But if I was at Hard Rock, I would be walking along the path there. You might be able to see some people walking along. I've always had a look at the prices every time I come out to the States, and Universal Orlando in particular, and it's never in range. I'm not paying $3 to $4 grand for 4 to 7 nights, wherever it is. It's just not worth it, because I'm going to be spending multiple days at Epic, and you can't get unlimited there, so the express pass is only used here, and there's a venture down the road there, so yeah, it's a shame really, but I can't wait for that HH Chatlin medallion to return. And these construction walls here is actually a wire fence. Looks like some fabric along there, but well, I was walking down here yesterday and I don't know if there's any speakers in there, but it was playing the car revving noise. It might be through those speakers there, but yeah, so it's quite disorientating and that, but yeah, there's some speakers playing that sound effect, not just the music either, so yeah, it's interesting really. Nice little sound effect, nice little touch there. Do you know what, where I am now, I just want to jump in there. It's quite warm on this path, sun's beating down on me, the Hulk's still not open. We had a Hulk sighting, didn't have my camera on, which is a shame, but yeah, I saw it just on the back half of his let out. Yeah, I'm just going to hover around this area now because I want to see if it's testing. I'm not going to give it a ride. I'm going to try and find this spot around here. I quite like this spot because it's normally free of people down here. There we go. We'll get a better shot in a minute. Yeah, he's testing. I posted on his social said it's been closed for 2 days. Am I going to be proved wrong? I think I am. Oh. Yeah, that's good. It's good that it's actually moving along the track. It's such an iconic coaster, it really is. A lot of time has passed since I last talked to you. Been getting lots of pictures. I've been experimenting with pictures on my phone, slow-mos, etc. It's about 5 o'clock. 3 more hours of Islands of Adventure, and you've got 4 more hours at Studios. I'm going to make my way to the Studios about 7:30. Try and get a spot for Sensational on the lagoon. I might go a bit early, I don't know yet. All the queues are quite high, even over at Epic. I think Stardust was on 90. And I think Battle of the Ministry is nearly 4 hours, so Epic's not great. Studios, the queues aren't as bad, but they're still like 45, 55 for the longest queues. VelociCoaster's, I think on 90 last time I checked. And there's that green beast again. Lovely jumping it. I'm hoping it was just the cold weather and not a mechanical issue. And there's the launch. Such an iconic moment, isn't it? Even if it's not the original track, it's just brilliant. Not my favourite, but brilliant overall to watch. As the sun goes down here at Universal Islands of Adventure, the Hulk has been testing again. About 3 or 4 runs. A lot of people waiting around the area. Hopefully it's going to open. But I'm not one of those people. I don't really want to ride it today. I probably would give it a miss anyway, even if it was open. Because it's not exactly the most comfortable. It's quite intense. I mean, I like an intense ride, but yeah, not today. Most of the time, that's a bit rough and intense. Not a great combination. Then you got VelociCoaster over there. Beautiful conditions behind it. You can see, maybe see an orange too. Fantastic. Probably not going to ride that unless it goes down to about half an hour, but I highly doubt that. But yeah, it's going to soon be this park in its best light at night, with all the lights on, great atmosphere, all the land music blended in. And yeah, you can just see some lights on some of the theming here in Seuss Landing. And the Hogwarts Castle through this gap, and Lost Continent. It's a great area this is to get some pictures of the lagoon. Some great vistas here. Absolutely love it. Great spot. You got the trolley going around it every now and then as well, which is quite loud. But yeah, I'm having a great day. I've not done loads, to be honest. It's 6 o'clock. I was at this park at 8 o'clock. I've gone back and forth between the park and Sea Walk quite a few times. But yeah, getting my steps in. Look at that. Look at that light. A VelociCoaster in the background. Over 150 foot of Intamin beauty. Speeding out on the track. Look at the shadow in the water. And some duckies. But the next time after this clip, it's probably going to be dark. So I'm not going to do much until it gets fully dark. Probably about half an hour until then. But yeah, I'll join you soon. I just love this spot behind me for us. It's basically night time now. Sun's gone down very quickly and Hulk is open officially. Yeah, you hear screams in the background, you know it's open, so yeah, it looks absolutely stunning at night. Green lights on there, it's going to look even better in about 20 minutes I reckon. Look at all the lighting over at Marvel Superior Island. You got Olive over there. You even see at Aventura Hotel again. I just saw some blue lights on VelociCoaster. Let's hope all the VelociCoaster trains have their lights on. From visits past, they've not all been on. But yeah, behind the restaurant here, it's an absolutely stunning area. Very quiet all the time. I feel like I've not done anything today. Well, for you guys anyway, I've not done many attractions. But this is part of being on a theme park trip for me. I don't have to be doing it non-stop. Yeah. Lovely, look at all the lights down there. Just look how stunning the reflections are on the water. I don't want to zoom in because I don't want to ruin the quality. So, yeah, even the lights in the restaurant. I've never actually been in there. Lost Continent again. Such a shame. it's very quiet. There's a couple of benches around here. There's one down here that overlooks the water just next to Seuss Landing. It's out of the way a bit if you want a bit of a secluded area. There's a couple of benches there. It's very nice, or you can walk around the edge. I've come down here quite a lot today actually to get some shots of VelociCoaster, some nice landscape pictures. Just the memories really. I take absolutely tons of pictures. I have to delete some eventually once I get back to my hotel room because it's too many. I got some shorts, some Instagram clips, etc. I can use in the future. Yeah, there's the light shining in the camera again. Yeah, I think a lot of people are leaving now. Either that or they're going over to studios to prepare for the show. I'm not entirely sure. So, yeah, they've even got the flames on over there. I don't know if they're actually flames though. It looks like they're not, they're just lights. Yeah. Look at the lighting behind the building. That's why I think sunset is actually better than night. They're both brilliant in their own ways. But sunset's just got that hue, isn't it, behind the buildings. If that was just a bit lower, it'd look absolutely gorgeous. More so than it already does. Getting the drained water again. Yeah, it's a stunning area, and they better do this area justice. As much as I don't spend a lot of time here, whatever replaces this needs to be good. Because this is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Some great rock work there, some great big boulders. It's just, even the reflections on here, you might be able to see my shadow a little bit, but gorgeous, gorgeous area. Please do it justice, Universal. Now I feel like I've spent my entire life down here by VelociCoaster today. But yeah, look again, the lighting in every area is so good. This is what separates proper theme parks from the ordinary. It really is. I'm hoping the Universal back at home is going to be like this. Back in the UK, it's just stunning. You might be able to see the streaks of light there, just in frame there. It's a stunning area. This is a great coaster at night. If this is about half an hour when I get down there, I'm actually going to ride it. Probably not going to be there, because there are other stuff I wanted to do. Is other stuff, sorry. All the lights are on. On this train it is anyway. Gorgeous lights. I've done plenty of VelociCoaster night rides in the past, so I'm not really missing it out. There we go, gorgeous. You got Hogwarts over there to the right. Brilliant element there, side to side. It's about to go through the Mosasaurus. Uh-oh. I'll make sure to get a shot of that on the way out. But yeah, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at the lighting on the bridge here. Just look at it. Who doesn't love a theme park at night? I'm sorry, that's just beautiful. And see in the distance there, the start of the queue for VelociCoaster. What a channel though. You see right down to VelociCoaster's entrance. The sign goes red as well at night, and then white, and then back to red. This one hasn't got the lights on. Come on Universal, fix it. Yeah, that's no good, is it? I thought they would have fixed that by now. Amazing. Look at the top hat there. In all its glory. Everyone congregates down here, don't they? It's been like this all day. It's just a nice area to watch the ride. Lots of seating down the side, especially down here on the left. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's when all these words come out at night. Yeah, I tried to go to the Discovery Centre there. I think you need to go right to the end to get the best shot, but I didn't really want to get in people's way, so I didn't bother. Be considerate to people around you. Yeah, I'll get a better shot in a minute. It's right behind the palm tree. Yeah, gorgeous. It says 60 minutes. I'm not waiting 60 minutes. If it was one of my first rides ever, I probably would have done that. But no, not today. Now to get some better night shots. It's such a shame though that all the trains don't have the lights. It's difficult getting off-road shots because one train's got the lights, one train hasn't. So I'm waiting ages, but the operations are fantastic, so you're not really waiting that long per cycle though. There's a stall here. Here it comes again. Yeah, no lights. No lights. It's so disappointing. It's like every other one hasn't got lights on the front. It's that light bar, isn't it? It's that blue light bar that I really like. Now we're about to walk back over the bridge again. So I like just being in this area, really. The extended queue is used all day today, but I think it's a bit further down the right now, towards the main entrance. So that gate to our right leads to the extended queue. This is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It's filtering out a little bit. You can tell the park's filtering out. Yeah. Oh, they're trying to be coming around at any moment now. Don't have to wait long. Yeah, you can see how dark it is around this turnaround. Here in the background there, that's VelociCoaster, the beauty. Here we go, it's got lights. Oh, can't keep up. I'm sure if that made you dizzy. I apologise. But everyone tries to get that shot, don't they? Come on, every enthusiast tries to get it. Spin round and end up dropping something. Yeah, let's go and have a look over the lagoon again. Everyone's... Look at it. Look at that shot right there. Right there. Bang on perfect. If there was just a few lights at the bottom of the entrance to the Mosasaurus roll, then it would just be golden, wouldn't it, really? Gonna make our way back through the rest of Lost Continent now. And over to Hogsmeade, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I can't believe I've not actually done Hogwarts Express this trip. I mean, it's okay, but it's not one of my favourite things to do at the park. I get it if you're doing it for the first time, you got kids, they love Harry Potter, then yes, I agree. But I don't think it's worth any more than half an hour. Nothing more than half an hour would, for me, really. 10-15 minute thing for me, if I really felt like it. But you've got loads of tour groups, it looks like. Have you got that baton? Yeah, you got a lot of it is at Universal. I saw a lot of coaches turn up yesterday at City Walk. That was for a private event, admittedly, but you do get a lot of these groups, especially tour groups from South America. It's quite interesting, really. I think January is the time of year for that. Hogwarts Express is still open here at Hogsmeade. Look at the lighting on that building. Here we are, the entrance to the area. I do like showing the park at night, even if I'm not riding anything. Yeah, gorgeous. I'll shut up for a little bit. Just gorgeous, just look at that. Hagrid's has still got massive queues, people are still filtering out the exit. Got that little clip of the ride. That's why it's so good as a night ride, Hagrid's. Because you could hardly see anything, could you, until the lights turned on. It's completely black around the elements there. Look at all the street lighting here at Hogsmeade leading up to the castle. 10 minutes for Forbidden Journey. It doesn't ever seem to go down from that. It's a constant 10 minutes. Oh, I didn't realise it's got... Oh, wow. Look at this touch on here. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. Like etched in... Do you know what it looks like? Individual sparkling lights there. I don't know if you could read that on camera. That's just gorgeous. Look at the castle. Look. Great shot there. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Even if you don't love Harry Potter, let's just look at that shot right there. That's just what you want in a theme park. Gorgeous. I wish there was a bit more lighting on this path here, but there needs to be a bit of darkness, don't there? Do you see the smoke coming out of the chimney there? That just caught my eye for some reason. But yeah, this is a feature of this park. I think there's one directly behind VelociCoaster, but look, and the moon there as well. Gorgeous. Every area. That classic music as you walk in. I just want to take pictures of everything. Look, there's the castle poking through there, poking through the trees. We've already been through past VelociCoaster, into Hogsmeade. We're going to make our way through Jurassic Park here, and eventually over to Toon Lagoon. I'll pass Skull Island first. Yeah, it's a gorgeous park. 60 minutes still, so. 60 minutes. Look at the lighting on that sign though. That's amazing. Yeah, we've got a lot of the park to look at, and I still got to get over to Universal Studios. So we've got about an hour until we want to be ready at this spot over there. So yeah, we'll make our way through the park. I'll try not to talk too much, but there is a lot of copyrighted music. So yeah, I'll meet you over at Studios. Gorgeous park. Yeah, I think only one of the trains running on VelociCoaster has got all the lights. It's such a shame. It used to be more than that. And I like how they keep the shop open for River Adventure. Your exit's just through there normally. I can see a shutter as well, yeah. It's not as lit up around here actually. I spend most of my time on the other side of the park really. Yeah. It's gorgeous. Camp Jurassic. Making our way down to Skull Island Rain and Cold. I think the sign looks pretty good from here actually. We'll get a closer up look once I walk past. And even at the top of the main show building, all that exterior theming looks pretty nice. It's such a shame about the ride experience itself. Look at that, it's a beautifully lit sign, isn't it? Yeah, great theming. It's just a shame really, isn't it? You can hear the music in the background. I want it to be such a good ride. Why can't it be a good ride? People still flock to it. It still gets away every now and then. Not the longest, but I need to use this bit, this outdoor bit. Yeah, it's not enough. They need to do something with that. Either improve the ride experience, which probably costs a lot more money, or just rip it down. Add it into Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, whatever they want to do, just not Kong. Because if they did something like that for Jurassic Park or World, then people would start, no. People would say no. They just wouldn't like it, would they? So. Oh, look at Toon Lagoon sign. I've got to be careful not to walk into those little water fountains down there. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Look at that sign. I don't think I've ever seen it like that before. That's awesome. And I can't believe those rides are still open, Popeyes and Ribsall Falls. But it is slightly warmer than it was yesterday in the afternoon, so you do see people on it wearing ponchos, some wearing t-shirts as well. And I've seen a lot of people wearing shorts. So most people are used to the cold up north in the US, probably. Toon Lagoon now. Just walk past the entrance to Popeyes, and yeah, it looks like they closed the area. So, such a good vibe in this area. Such a shame it's not more popular. Maybe it's too old-fashioned, I don't know. But look at the comic strip cafe sign. They do signs here really well, don't they? Ice cream over there. Some bubbly characters. Yeah, lovely. Nice comic strip sign there. I do love a good sign, as you know. Next up on our little nightly tour of Islands of Adventure is Marvel Superhero Island. And you can probably tell, because I complained about it earlier, it's the loudness of the music. So I'm speaking up a bit. Probably deafening you. Hold your ears, headphone users. Again, this is another one with some bubbly, like, colourful theming. I love this colour strips down the side of the building there by the diner. And then you got the Hulk in the background. I'm still glad that's opened. I've ridden that plenty of times before, so I'm not glad if I missed out on that. I still would have liked to ride on VelociCoaster at night, but again, I've done that plenty of times over the years since it opened, so... Spider-Man there. Gorgeous area, but a bit too much noise for my liking, especially during the afternoon. The adventure lives it on. It certainly does, here at Universal Orlando Resort. Beautiful, Twosomes looks gorgeous, and so does the rest of Sea Walk. I do wish they lower the volume of the music though. That's one complaint I do have. So it's really quite loud. Got Margaritaville there. I wish I was staying at Aventura so that I could just walk back without having to worry about a bus. That's the downside of staying at Stella Luna and Terra Luna. You are close to Epic walking distance wise, and for these parks, if you're going to spend more time here, or the equal amount of time that you're going to spend at Epic, then I reckon you should stay at somewhere like Cabana, Aventura, or one of the premier hotels around here, like Hard Rock, Royal Pacific, or Portofino Bay. But the prices, even for Aventura and Cabana Bay now, quite high. I think the Endless Summer Resorts, like Dockside and Surfside, even those have gone up, but they're the cheapest at the moment for my September plans. Not booked anything yet, but I would prefer to stay at Aventura, because I'm going to obviously have Halloween Horror Nights, which adds an extra day, probably 2 or 3 more days of the normal parks, or the original parks, so yeah. I would have preferred a hotel connected to here, but it is what it is. Price sometimes dictates what you do. Yeah. Water taxis are not there at the moment, but yeah, normally they can get quite busy getting back to the resorts. So you got to make your mind up. Do you walk back to your room or get a water taxi? It just depends how blistered your feet are. And mine were blistered within 2 days. Hurrah! I'm now in Universal Studios Florida. I do love that entrance experience. It's so quick, so flawless. Even with scanning your ticket again. Yeah, we make our way past Bourne Stuntacular. I have watched that. If you want to hear my thoughts, I think it's in the Day 1 vlog. Shows how much I know. When I say Day 1 vlog, it'll be titled Universal Orlando Day 1. What I mean is, I go across more than one park. Not necessarily Epic as well. I title it in a certain way. If it's just Islands of Adventure, it'd be that in the title. A little bit of a YouTubing lesson. Like I know what I'm talking about. I was going to try to do all 3 parks, but I wanted to watch this show, and this is the timing. It takes about 15-20 minutes to get down to Epic from City Walk, then getting to and from locations at the park. I just can't deal with it. Maybe plan my September trip a bit better, really, I reckon. Definitely the crowds have died down here. I bet people have already got a spot. I don't really want to ride anything, so I might as well go and get one. Even if I can't get a perfect spot, I just want to see it, really. just anywhere in Central Park really. So they do shut off the area in front, right next to the entrance to Transformers along that road, going towards Fast and Furious. You might be able to hear those ringing bells down here. It's just part of the theming. One thing I've noticed is the horror makeup show, maybe in the future. I was never originally a show kind of person, but yeah, I'm slowly getting there. Got Mel's Diner. It's even better at Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah, lovely. I do love a park one. There's just enough people to create an atmosphere, but not too many. It doesn't seem right, does it, when there's too many people? Everyone's rushing around. It's too crowded. Got Cafe La Bamba. I think the Mega Movie Parade is a bit on, but I think there's only one time a day they do that, and I think that's early afternoon. We got a sign down here. I think that might be for the show. I don't know if they've got any reserved spots. Hear that in the background? They might have some reserved spots for VIPs. So yeah, let's see what these signs say. Sensational. It says film Spyro and Net. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Viewing is in Central Park to the left. I think we could just walk in. Let's see what happens, shall we? Yeah, I think we can walk in. Yeah, I look forward to this. Yeah, look at the lighting over at San Francisco. I don't know where the best spot will be. I really don't. That might be too close, but I think reserve spots around here. I think the further up you get, the better it is. So I may, because there's no one here, I'm just going to test the view. Bring you along. I think they do projections on those buildings there, so I want to get a gap between the speakers. You're not going to be able to not get the speakers in the shot. So, is this a good spot? I think you might be able to get people, you'd probably get people's heads in the shot, but yeah, I think I'm going to go here. Pretty good.
The music of movies. Beautiful and powerful soundscapes that help bring to life fantastic stories. Cinematic music speaks directly to the heart, taking us into inspiring adventures. And tonight, those very melodies call upon us to follow a celestial spectacle. And you never quite know just where that story may lead. So let the music guide our path and take us on a journey that can only be described as sensational.
Complete.
It's incredible how a few simple notes, strung together in just the right key and tempo, can inspire the imagination, taking us back in time, leaving us wanting more. And as our cinematic symphony gently fades into the calm of the night, these enchanting melodies will continue to echo within us, becoming universal harmonies that inspire us all to live out our own epic adventures.
That was an absolutely fantastic end to the night. I don't know if I was able to show you anything there, because it's mainly all the IPs in sensational, symphatic, spectacular. Nearly butchered the name, I think I got that right, but yeah, sensational was absolutely wonderful. Even if I couldn't show you any, yeah, I can describe it because they got all the IPs: Harry Potter, Jaws, Back to the Future. We had Super Mario, we had Donkey Kong doing some sort of symphony, kind of fitting in there. Then it's just epic water effects, rainbow coloured water jets, yeah, loads of drones. Some of the drones scenes were quite small, but then some were quite large, and you had some fireworks as well. I wasn't expecting fireworks to be included, so I thought there was a rule at Universal where you couldn't have fireworks. Maybe they have a certain limit they can go to, but which is nice to see they're included. I'm hoping something like that comes to Epic, but more grand fireworks, like behind like Helios or something. But yeah, Cinestation was fantastic. I like how they're leveraging all their IPs, all their licenses and stuff to make a really spectacular show. And it is, take it after his net, it is a spectacular show. Fantastic. The rest of the day I've done lots of rides. I did lots of rides, but not everything's been on camera, but most things have. I've given my review of VelociCoaster, some off-ride shots of that beauty, and overall enjoyed the parks at night. Most of it's during the day, but I'm really waiting for the parks at night. Behind me, I don't know, the camera keeps moving spots. I was in the right position in frame just a minute ago, but it keeps moving, like I keep mentioning it with my camera. Yeah, right outside the frame is actually Universal Studios, in and out of both parks today, but overall it's been a fantastic day. I don't think I've had a bad day at all, even if I've just lounged around, watched the world go by. Yeah, I'd like to thank everyone who's stuck by up until now. I don't know how many do, but I'll try my best. It's just how I go about my holidays. So thank you for anyone sticking around, thank you for anyone who's watching, and the support really. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you soon.